Imagine living with a condition that shows no symptoms but can quietly damage your heart and arteries over time. This is hypertension, often called the silent killer. Millions of people are affected by high blood pressure, and many don't even know it's happening. The good news? Knowledge is power. By learning more about hypertension, you can take charge of your health and avoid serious complications. Let's explore 114 crucial facts about hypertension that could make a big difference in your life. Whether you're here to protect your health, help someone you care about, or simply understand more, these facts are vital. Grab your pen and jotter right now, because what you will be getting from this video is pure gold. You won't want to miss a single detail. Here is an outline of what you will be learning in this video course. 1. What is hypertension? 2. Causes of hypertension. 3. Symptoms of hypertension. 4. Statistics on hypertension. 5. Treatment of hypertension. 6. Diagnosis of hypertension. 7. False beliefs about hypertension. 8. Your age versus hypertension. 9. How to care for loved ones with hypertension. 10. Financial impact of hypertension on patients. 11. Final key. Let's get started. Outline 1. What is hypertension? Firstly, let's uncover some basic details about hypertension. 1. Hypertension is another word for high blood pressure. Think of blood pressure like the pressure in a hose. If the pressure is too high, the hose can burst. In our bodies, if blood pressure is too high, it can damage our blood vessels. 2. High blood pressure makes your heart work harder. If you have high blood pressure, it's like making your heart climb a mountain every day. Over time, this can make your heart tired and weak. 3. Hypertension can hurt your body without you knowing. Hypertension is like a slow leak in a tire. You might not notice it at first, but over time it can cause serious problems if not fixed. 4. You can have hypertension even if you feel okay. Hypertension is like a hidden crack in a wall. You might not see or feel it, but it's still there and can cause damage over time. 5. Hypertension can lead to serious health problems. If you don't control your high blood pressure, it's like letting a small fire grow. It can cause big problems like a heart attack or stroke. 6. There are 2 types of blood pressure readings: systolic when the heart beats, and diastolic when the heart rests. 7. A normal blood pressure reading is usually less than 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. If you check the air in your car tires, there's a range where the pressure should be. For blood pressure, anything below 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury is considered good and normal. 8. Hypertension happens when your blood pressure is consistently 140 over 90 millimeters of mercury or higher. Just like a balloon that's too full is at risk of popping, consistently high blood pressure puts your health at risk. Outline 2. Causes of hypertension. Now, let's delve into the causes of hypertension and discover what triggers this illness. Understanding these causes of hypertension can help you take steps to prevent or manage hypertension. 9. Cause 1. Eating too much salt. If you eat too much salty food, your body keeps extra water, making your blood vessels full, like overfilling a balloon. This extra water raises blood pressure, just like too much air can make a balloon burst. Reducing salt in your diet can help keep your blood pressure down. 10. Cause 2. Being overweight. When you are overweight, your heart has to work harder to move blood around your body. Just like you would sweat more and get tired faster if you were carrying heavy bags. The harder your heart works, the higher your blood pressure gets. Losing some weight can lighten the load, making it easier for your heart to pump blood. 10. Cause 3. Lack of physical activity. When you don't exercise, your heart gets weak like a car engine that hasn't been used for a long time. A weak heart struggles to pump blood efficiently, causing the blood pressure to rise, much like how a car might break down if it hasn't been driven in a while. Regular exercise, even walking, can help strengthen your heart and lower your blood pressure. 11. Cause 4. Smoking. Smoking is like pouring poison into your blood. It damages your blood vessels, making them narrow and stiff, like trying to push water through a clogged pipe. This makes it harder for blood to flow, causing the blood pressure to rise. Quitting smoking is like cleaning out the pipes, allowing blood to flow more easily and reducing the pressure. 12. Cause 5. Too much alcohol intake. Drinking too much alcohol can raise your blood pressure by damaging your heart and liver. much like how overloading an electrical circuit can cause a short circuit or fire. 13. Cause 6. Stress. Stress is like a pressure cooker. When you're stressed, your body releases chemicals that tighten your blood vessels, like turning up the heat in a pressure cooker. This causes your blood pressure to rise. Managing stress through relaxation techniques, like deep breathing or spending time with loved ones, is like releasing steam from the cooker, lowering the pressure inside. 14. Cause 7. Unhealthy diet. Eating a diet high in junk food, like sugary snacks, fried foods, and processed meats, is like putting bad fuel in a car. It clogs your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow, which raises your blood pressure, just like bad fuel can damage a car's engine. Eating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is like using clean fuel that keeps your body running smoothly. 15. Cause 8. Too much caffeine. Drinking too much coffee, tea, or energy drinks is like pumping the accelerator of your car too much. Caffeine can temporarily raise your blood pressure by speeding up your heart, like how a car engine runs faster when you press the gas pedal. Limiting caffeine can help keep your blood pressure steady, like driving a car at a safe speed. 16. Cause 9. Age. As you get older, your blood vessels naturally get stiffer, like how rubber bands lose their stretchiness over time. This stiffness makes it harder for blood to flow, raising your blood pressure. While you can't stop aging, staying active and eating healthy can help keep your blood vessels flexible. 17. Cause 10. Family history. If your parents or grandparents had hypertension, you might be more likely to get it too. It's like inheriting certain features from your family, like eye color or height. While you can't change your genes, being aware of your family history can help you take steps to prevent hypertension. 18. Cause 11. Not enough sleep. Not getting enough sleep is like not charging your phone fully. Your body doesn't get the rest it needs, causing stress and raising your blood pressure, like a phone that runs out of battery quickly when it's not fully charged. Aiming for 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night can help keep your blood pressure in check, like making sure your phone is fully charged before you start your day. 19. Cause 12. Kidney problems. Your kidneys help control your blood pressure by getting rid of extra water and salt. If they're not working well, it's like a water pump that's not draining water properly, causing a flood. This extra water increases your blood pressure, just like a backed up pump can cause flooding. Treating kidney problems can help lower your blood pressure. 20. Cause 13. Too much sugar. Eating too much sugar, especially from sweetened drinks and snacks, is like pouring syrup into a machine. It gums up the works. High sugar intake can lead to weight gain and increased blood pressure, much like how syrup can clog up a machine. Cutting back on sugar can help prevent these problems, like using the right oil to keep a machine running smoothly. 21. Cause 14. Living a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting too much and not moving around is like letting a car sit in the garage without driving it. The parts start to rust, and the battery might die. When you don't move around enough, your blood doesn't circulate well, and this can raise your blood pressure, just like a car that isn't driven can break down. Regular movement, even standing up and stretching, can help keep your blood pressure normal. Outline 3. Symptoms of hypertension. Now, it's time to uncover the key symptoms that could signal the presence of hypertension. Understanding these symptoms can help you recognize when something is wrong and take necessary action. 22. Symptom 1. Headaches. A headache from hypertension feels like wearing a hat that's too tight. This type of headache often happens in the morning, just like waking up with a stiff neck after sleeping in a bad position. 23. Symptom 2. Dizziness. Dizziness from high blood pressure feels like the room is spinning, even when you're standing still. It's like when you spin around in circles and then stop suddenly, you feel unsteady and off balance. 24. Symptom 3. Blurred vision. When blood pressure is high, it can make your vision blurry, like looking through a foggy window. You might find it hard to see things clearly, like trying to read a sign in the distance, but the words are all fuzzy. This can happen because high blood pressure can affect the small blood vessels in your eyes. 25. Symptom 4. Chest pain. Chest pain from hypertension can feel like a heavy weight is pressing on your chest. It's like someone is sitting on your chest, making it hard to breathe. This pain could be a sign that your heart is struggling because of the high pressure in your blood vessels, like an overworked engine in a car. 26. Symptom 5. Shortness of breath. High blood pressure can make you feel short of breath, like you've just run up an 800m race even if you haven't moved. It's like trying to breathe through a straw. It feels like you're not getting enough air. This happens because the heart has to work harder to pump blood, which can make you feel tired and out of breath. 27. Symptom 6. Nosebleeds. Some people with very high blood pressure might experience nosebleeds, where blood suddenly starts coming from their nose. It's like turning on a tap and seeing water gush out. This can happen because the high pressure can cause small blood vessels in the nose to burst, much like a pipe that bursts under too much water pressure. 28. Symptom 7. Feeling tired all the time. Hypertension can make you feel tired all the time, even if you haven't done much. It's like carrying a heavy load all day. You feel drained and worn out. This happens because your heart is working harder than normal, like a machine that's been running non-stop without a break. 29. Symptom 8. Pounding in the chest, neck, or ears. Sometimes high blood pressure can cause you to feel a pounding sensation in your chest, neck, or ears. It's like hearing a drum beating inside your body. This pounding is the sound of your blood rushing through your arteries with extra force, like water gushing through a hose at high speed. 30. Symptom 9. Irregular heartbeat. High blood pressure can cause your heart to beat irregularly, like a drum that's out of rhythm. You might feel your heart skipping a beat, beating too fast, or fluttering in your chest. 31. Symptom 10. Trouble with focusing. Hypertension can make it hard to think clearly or concentrate, like trying to focus on a task when you're really tired. It's like having a foggy brain where everything seems slow and unclear. This can happen because high blood pressure can reduce the flow of blood to your brain. 32. Symptom 11. Blood in the urine. In some cases, severe hypertension can cause blood to appear in the urine. It's like finding red spots in water, which can be alarming. This might happen if high blood pressure damages the small blood vessels in your kidneys, much like a crack in a glass that lets water seep out. 33. Symptom 12. Excessive sweating. Excessive sweating without a clear reason can be a symptom of hypertension. This can be your body's way of responding to the stress caused by high blood pressure, like how a car overheats and starts releasing steam. 34. Symptom 13. Swollen ankles or feet. High blood pressure can cause fluid to build up in your body, leading to swollen ankles or feet. It's like filling a water balloon too much. It starts to bulge and stretch. This swelling happens because your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, causing fluid to leak into your tissues. 35. Symptom 14. Silent symptoms. One of the most important things to know is that hypertension is often called the silent killer because it can have no symptoms at all. It's like a fire that smolders quietly before bursting into flames. Many people don't know they have high blood pressure until they experience a serious problem, like a heart attack or stroke. This is why it's important to get your blood pressure checked regularly, even if you feel fine. Outline 4. Statistics on hypertension. Now, let's dive into the statistics that reveal the impact of hypertension worldwide. Understanding these statistics helps show just how widespread and serious hypertension is, emphasizing the importance of taking care of our health to prevent or manage this condition. 36. Statistics 1. Hypertension is very common. Around 1 out of every 3 adults has high blood pressure. This means if you are in a room with 6 people, 2 of them likely have hypertension. 37. Statistics 2. The older people get, the more likely they are to have high blood pressure. About 2 out of 3 adults over the age of 60 have hypertension. Imagine your grandparents and their friends. Most of them might have high blood pressure. This shows that as we age, the chances of getting hypertension increase. 38. Statistics 3. Hypertension affects people all over the world. It's not just a problem in one country or region. Over 1 billion people worldwide have high blood pressure. 39. Statistics 4. Men are more likely to have hypertension before the age of 55, while women are more likely to have it after 55. Think of a husband and wife. Before they reach their mid-50s, the husband is more likely to have high blood pressure. After they turn 55, the wife has a higher chance of developing it. 40. Statistics 5. Hypertension is more common in some racial and ethnic groups. For example, African Americans are more likely to develop high blood pressure at a younger age compared to other groups. 41. Statistic 6. People who don't exercise, eat unhealthy foods, or are overweight are more likely to have hypertension. About 3 out of 4 people who are overweight have high blood pressure. Think of someone who eats fast food often and doesn't exercise. They are much more likely to have high blood pressure compared to someone who eats fruits and vegetables and stays active. 42. Statistic 7. Hypertension isn't just an adult problem. More children and teenagers are being diagnosed with high blood pressure, especially those who are overweight or obese. Imagine a classroom of 30 children. If 1 or 2 of them are overweight, they might already have high blood pressure, showing that even young people need to be careful about their health. 43. Statistics 8. Having hypertension increases the risk of heart disease. In fact, high blood pressure is the leading cause of heart attacks and strokes. About half of all heart disease cases are linked to hypertension. 44. Statistics 9. People with uncontrolled hypertension are more likely to die early from heart disease, stroke, or other related issues. It is estimated that hypertension contributes to around 9.4 million deaths worldwide each year. Imagine a large city where every day hundreds of people pass away because their blood pressure was too high and caused health problems. This shows how serious hypertension can be. 45. Statistics 10. Many people with hypertension need to take medication to control their blood pressure. In fact, over half of all people with high blood pressure are on medication. Think of how many people you see taking pills regularly. A lot of those pills are probably for high blood pressure, showing how common it is to need medication for this condition. 46. Statistics 11. Even though hypertension is common, many people don't know they have it. It's called the silent killer because it doesn't always show symptoms until it's very serious. Only about half of the people with hypertension know they have it. Imagine a town where many houses have hidden cracks in the foundation. The homeowners don't know about these cracks until the house starts to fall apart. Similarly, many people don't realize they have high blood pressure until it causes serious health problems. Outline 5. How to treat hypertension. Now, it's time to uncover the approaches used in treating hypertension. Understanding these treatment options can help you manage hypertension effectively. 47. Treatment tip 1. By eating healthy foods. Eating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is like giving your body the best fuel, like using premium gas in a car. It helps your body work smoothly and lowers blood pressure, just like good fuel keeps an engine running well. Avoiding junk food like chips and sugary drinks is like avoiding bad fuel that can damage your car. 48. Treatment tip 2. By reducing salt intake. Cutting back on salt is like turning down the water pressure in a hose. When you eat less salt, your body holds onto less water, and this reduces the pressure on your blood vessels, like reducing the pressure in the hose so it doesn't burst. Cooking with herbs and spices instead of salt can make your food tasty without increasing your blood pressure. 49. Treatment tip 3. By exercising regularly. Regular exercise is like oiling a machine. It keeps everything working smoothly and helps lower your blood pressure. Just like oil prevents a machine from rusting or getting stuck. Even simple activities like walking, dancing, or gardening can make a big difference. 50. Treatment tip 4. By losing weight. If you are overweight, losing even a small amount of weight is like lightening a heavy load. It reduces the strain on your heart and lowers your blood pressure. Like taking off a heavy backpack, makes it easier to walk. 51. Treatment tip 5. By limiting alcohol intake. Drinking less alcohol prevents your body from being overworked, which can lower your blood pressure. Just like not plugging too many devices into one outlet keeps everything working safely. 52. Treatment tip 6. By quitting smoking. Quitting smoking is like fixing a leaky pipe. It helps your blood vessels heal and lowers your blood pressure, just like fixing a leak prevents water damage. 53. Treatment tip 7. By managing stress. Reducing stress is like lowering the heat on a pressure cooker. It helps keep your blood pressure down, just like reducing the heat prevents the cooker from exploding. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or spending time with loved ones can help you relax. 54. Treatment tip 8. By checking your blood pressure at home. Keeping track of your blood pressure at home is like checking the tire pressure on your car. It helps you know when things are getting too high, so you can take action before there's a problem. Home monitors can be easy to use, and you can record your numbers to show your doctor. 55. Treatment tip 9. By regular doctor visits. Visiting your doctor regularly is like taking your car in for maintenance. Your doctor can check your blood pressure, review your medications, and make sure everything is working well, just like a mechanic checks your car's engine and tires. 56. Treatment tip 10. By taking medications as prescribed. It's important to take your medications exactly as your doctor says, like following the instructions in a recipe. Skipping doses or not taking your medicine can make your blood pressure rise, like leaving out an ingredient can ruin a dish. 57. Treatment tip 11. By practicing relaxation techniques. Practices like deep breathing or meditation can help lower blood pressure, like turning down the volume on a loud radio. These techniques help your body relax, reducing stress and lowering blood pressure, just like turning down the radio helps you focus better. 58. Treatment tip 12. Use of dietary supplements. Some people use supplements like garlic, fish oil, or potassium to help manage blood pressure. It's like adding extra vitamins to your diet to stay healthy. However, it's important to talk to your doctor before starting any supplements, just like checking with a mechanic before adding something new to your car's engine. 59. Treatment tip 13. Use of diuretics, water pills. These medicines help your body get rid of extra salt and water, like draining water from a flooded area. This reduces the volume of blood in your vessels, lowering your blood pressure, much like draining water reduces the pressure on a dam. Use this as prescribed by the doctor. 60. Treatment tip 14. Use of ACE inhibitors. ACE inhibitors help relax your blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow. It's like widening a narrow road to reduce traffic. With wider blood vessels, your blood pressure goes down, just like traffic flows better on a wider road. Use this as prescribed by the doctor. 61. Treatment tip 15. Use of beta blockers. Beta blockers slow down your heart rate, like easing off the gas pedal in a car. This reduces the amount of work your heart has to do, lowering your blood pressure, just like slowing down a car prevents it from overheating. Use this as prescribed by the doctor. 62. Treatment tip 16. Use of vasodilators. Vasodilators help expand your blood vessels, like opening up a tunnel to ease traffic congestion. This allows blood to flow more easily and lowers your blood pressure, just like a tunnel allows cars to move smoothly through a mountain. Use this as prescribed by the doctor. Outline 6. Diagnosis of hypertension. Diagnosis is the process of finding out what's wrong with your body. It's like a mechanic checking your car to see why it's making a strange noise. Now, let's discuss the various methods used to diagnose hypertension. 63. Diagnosis 1. Blood pressure measurement. Checking your blood pressure is like checking the air pressure in a tire. A cuff is wrapped around your arm, and when it tightens, it measures how hard your heart is pumping blood. This is similar to how a tire gauge measures the air pressure in a tire. The numbers tell the doctor if your blood pressure is too high, just like the gauge tells if the tire has too much or too little air. Blood pressure is shown as two numbers, like 120/80. The first number, systolic, measures the pressure when your heart beats. The second number, diastolic, measures the pressure when your heart rests between beats. If these numbers are too high, it's a sign of hypertension. 64. Diagnosis 2. Home blood pressure monitoring. Sometimes, your blood pressure might be higher at the doctor's office because of nervousness. Monitoring it at home is like checking your speed when driving alone versus when someone's watching. Home measurements give a more accurate picture of your everyday blood pressure, just like checking your speed when you're calm gives a true reading of how fast you're really going. Home monitors are simple to use, much like a thermometer for checking a fever. You wrap the cuff around your arm, press a button, and the machine gives you a reading. Keeping track of these readings helps your doctor understand your blood pressure over time. Just like noting the weather every day helps predict future weather patterns. 65. Diagnosis 3. Physical examination. During a physical examination, the doctor checks for signs that might indicate hypertension, like examining a car for dents or leaks. They might listen to your heart and lungs, feel your pulse, and check your eyes for changes, similar to how a mechanic might check under the hood and inspect the tires. This examination helps the doctor find physical signs of high blood pressure, like swelling in the legs or an enlarged heart, much like a mechanic finds worn-out parts that could lead to bigger problems if not fixed. 66. Diagnosis 4. Blood tests. Blood tests are like checking the oil in your car. They help the doctor see if your blood has too much fat, sugar, or other substances that could raise your blood pressure. These tests can also check how well your kidneys are working, since they play a big role in controlling blood pressure. Much like checking oil levels helps ensure the engine runs smoothly. These tests might show if you have conditions like diabetes or high cholesterol that could be contributing to your hypertension. Much like finding dirty oil might suggest engine trouble. Addressing these issues can help manage your blood pressure better. 67. Diagnosis 5. Urine tests. A urine test is like checking the fluids in a car's radiator. It shows how well your kidneys are working and if they're filtering your blood properly. Problems with your kidneys can raise your blood pressure. Just like a clogged radiator can cause the car to overheat. The test can reveal if there's too much protein or other substances in your urine, which might indicate kidney issues linked to hypertension. It's like finding that your radiator fluid is dirty, which might point to a need for cleaning or repair. 68. Diagnosis 6. Electrocardiogram, ECG or EKG. An ECG is a test that measures the electrical activity of your heart, like checking the battery in a car. It helps the doctor see if your heart is working properly and if high blood pressure has caused any damage, similar to how a battery test shows if the car's electrical system is functioning well. If you have hypertension, the ECG might show if your heart is beating too fast or if it's been strained, much like a battery test revealing if the car's electrical system is under too much pressure. 69. Diagnosis 7. By echocardiogram. This test uses sound waves to create a picture of your heart, like using a camera to take a photo of a car's engine. It shows how well your heart is pumping and if high blood pressure has caused any thickening of the heart walls, similar to how a photo can show if an engine has rust or other issues. An echocardiogram helps the doctor see if your heart is working too hard, which can happen with untreated hypertension. It's like checking if an engine is overworking because of clogged filters or other problems. 70. Diagnosis 8. Lifestyle and dietary assessments. Your lifestyle, including what you eat, how much you exercise, and how stressed you are, plays a big role in blood pressure. It's like the way you drive and maintain your car affects its condition. The doctor might ask you to keep a food diary or discuss your daily habits to see what changes might help, just like a mechanic might suggest better driving habits to improve your car's performance. Understanding your lifestyle helps the doctor give you advice on changes that could lower your blood pressure, like suggesting a healthier diet or more physical activity. It's like being advised to drive more carefully or get regular tune-ups for better car performance. Outline 7. False beliefs about hypertension. Now, it's time to uncover the false beliefs and misconceptions about hypertension. 71. False belief 1. Many people believe that they would know if they had high blood pressure because they'd feel it. Truth. Hypertension is often called the silent killer because it usually has no symptoms. Imagine a car with a problem in its engine. The car still runs smoothly, so the driver doesn't notice anything wrong until it suddenly breaks down. Similarly, someone could feel perfectly fine but still have high blood pressure without knowing. 72. False belief 2. Some think that only older people can get high blood pressure. Truth. In reality, hypertension can affect anyone, even children and young adults. Think of a garden. If you don't water the plants or take care of the soil, even young plants can wilt and die. In the same way, people of any age can get high blood pressure if they don't take care of their health. 73. False belief 3. Some believe that if they are healthy, eating a lot of salt won't cause high blood pressure. Truth. Even healthy people can get hypertension if they consume too much salt. 74. False belief 4. Some believe that stress is the only cause of high blood pressure. Truth. Though stress can contribute to high blood pressure, it's not the only cause. Unhealthy eating, lack of exercise, and being overweight also play a big role. 75. False belief 5. Some believe that you don't need to take medication once blood pressure is under control. Truth. Some people stop taking their medication when they feel better or when their blood pressure goes down. But stopping medication can make your blood pressure rise again. leading to serious health problems. Even if your blood pressure goes down, you should continue taking your medication to keep it under control. 76. False belief 6. Some believe that hypertension is not that serious. Truth. Some people think that high blood pressure isn't a big deal, but it can lead to serious health issues like heart attacks and strokes if left untreated. Imagine ignoring a small crack in your house's wall. Over time, the crack can grow, causing the wall to collapse. In the same way, untreated high blood pressure can lead to major health problems. 77. False belief 7. There's a misconception that hypertension only affects men. Truth. Women can also get high blood pressure, especially after menopause. Think of a family where both parents work. Just like both parents can get tired from working, both men and women can get high blood pressure. 78. False belief 8. Some people believe that if their parents had hypertension, they're destined to have it too, and there's nothing they can do to prevent it. Truth. While genetics play a role, lifestyle changes can still reduce the risk. Imagine inheriting an old car. Even though the car is old, if you take good care of it, it will last longer. Similarly, even if hypertension runs in your family, you can still take steps to lower your risk. 79. False belief 9. Some people believe that you can stop hypertension just by eating healthy. Truth. Though eating healthy is important, but it's not the only thing you need to do. Regular exercise, avoiding smoking, and limiting alcohol are also key to managing blood pressure. Think of a house with strong walls, but a weak roof. Even if the walls are solid, like eating healthy, the house can still be damaged by rain if the roof isn't strong, like exercising and avoiding smoking. 80. False belief 10. Some believe that the lower their blood pressure, the better. Truth. The key is maintaining a balance. Very low blood pressure can also cause problems like dizziness and fainting. 81. False belief 11. Some people think they can tell if their blood pressure is high based on how they feel. Truth. This isn't true. You need to get your blood pressure checked regularly to know for sure. Outline 8. Your age versus hypertension. Now, let's discuss how age plays a role in the likelihood of developing hypertension. 82. Note 1. Aging increases blood pressure. As people get older, their blood pressure tends to rise. This is because the blood vessels, which are like the pipes carrying water in your house, become less flexible. When the pipes become stiff, it takes more pressure to push the water through them. Similarly, stiff blood vessels make it harder for blood to flow, causing higher blood pressure. 83. Note 2. The heart works harder with age. As the blood vessels become stiffer, the heart has to work harder to pump blood through them. This is like a car engine that has to work harder to push oil through clogged pipes. Over time, this extra work can lead to hypertension. 84. Note 3. Our arteries are supposed to be elastic, like a rubber band, stretching and contracting to help blood move. But with age, they lose this elasticity. Picture an old rubber band that's been used many times. It no longer snaps back as easily, making it less effective. The same thing happens to your arteries as you age, which can lead to increased blood pressure. 85. Note 4. As we age, fatty deposits called plaque can build up in our arteries. This buildup narrows the arteries, making it harder for blood to pass through. This is like a drain that gets clogged over time. The water still flows, but much slower and with more pressure. 86. Note 5. As people get older, their bodies become more sensitive to salt. This means that eating salty foods can raise blood pressure more than it did when they were younger. Imagine a dry sponge that absorbs water quickly compared to a newer, less absorbent sponge. Similarly, older adults' bodies hold on to salt more, which can lead to an increase in blood pressure. 87. Note 6. As we age, the kidneys don't work as well as they used to, which can contribute to higher blood pressure. The kidneys help regulate blood pressure by filtering out excess salt and water. It's like an old water filter that doesn't work as efficiently, letting more impurities through. 88. Note 7. Many people gain weight as they get older, and carrying extra weight can raise blood pressure. It's like adding more weight to a bicycle. The heavier it is, the harder it is to pedal. Similarly, extra weight makes the heart work harder, raising blood pressure. 89. Note 8. As people age, they often become less active. Lack of exercise can lead to weight gain and higher blood pressure. It's like a car that's not driven regularly. It becomes sluggish and doesn't run as smoothly, which can lead to problems. 90. Note 9. As we age, the risk of developing chronic diseases like diabetes and high cholesterol increases. These conditions can contribute to hypertension. Imagine an old car that has been driven for many years. Over time, parts start to wear out and rust, causing more frequent breakdowns. Similarly, as the body ages, the risk of chronic diseases increases, which can lead to higher blood pressure. 91. Note 10. If your parents or other close relatives had hypertension, you are more likely to develop it as you age. Imagine inheriting a trait from your parents, like the color of your eyes or your height. Similarly, you might inherit a tendency to develop high blood pressure as you get older, especially if it runs in your family. 92. Note 11. Stress can raise blood pressure. As people age, they might face more stress from health issues, financial concerns, or loss of loved ones. This stress can contribute to hypertension, much like too much pressure can cause a pipe to burst. Outline 9. How to care for loved ones with hypertension. Now, let's examine how to offer compassionate care and support to loved ones with hypertension. 93. Tip 1. Encourage regular medication. It's important that your loved one takes their hypertension medication every day, just as the doctor prescribed. This helps keep their blood pressure under control. Think of it like watering a plant every day. If you forget, the plant might wilt. Similarly, if your loved one misses their medication, it can lead to health problems. 94. Tip 2. Help with healthy eating. People with hypertension need to eat healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, and foods that are low in salt. Help your loved one by preparing or buying healthy meals. 95. Tip 3. Support regular exercise. Exercise helps control blood pressure. Encourage your loved one to be active by taking walks together or doing light exercises. 96. Tip 4. Monitor blood pressure at home. Keeping track of blood pressure at home helps you know if it's under control. You can help your loved one check their blood pressure regularly. Imagine checking the weather every morning to know what to wear. In the same way, checking blood pressure regularly helps you know if your loved one's health is on track. 97. Tip 5. Reduce stress in their life. Stress can make blood pressure go up. Help your loved one by reducing stressful situations or teaching them ways to relax, like deep breathing or listening to music. Think of stress like a heavy load someone is carrying. If you help them lighten the load, they will feel better and their blood pressure will be more stable. 98. Tip 6. Help them quit smoking. Smoking makes hypertension worse. If your loved one smokes, encourage them to quit. Offer support and help them find resources to stop smoking. Imagine a fire that gets bigger every time someone adds wood to it. Smoking is like adding wood to the fire of hypertension, making it worse. Quitting smoking can help put out that fire. 99. Tip 7. Limit their alcohol intake. Drinking too much alcohol can raise blood pressure. Encourage your loved one to limit or avoid alcohol to help control their hypertension. 100. Tip 8. Remind them to keep doctor appointments. Regular doctor visits are important to manage hypertension. Help your loved one remember and keep their appointments. 101. Tip 9. Watch for warning signs. Be aware of symptoms like severe headaches, dizziness, or chest pain, which could mean your loved one's blood pressure is dangerously high. If you notice these signs, seek medical help immediately. 102. Tip 10. Create a calm environment at home. A calm and peaceful home environment can help lower stress and blood pressure. Try to keep the home free of loud noises and arguments. 103. Tip 11. Encourage regular sleep. Getting enough sleep is important for controlling blood pressure. Help your loved one establish a regular sleep routine. 104. Tip 12. Support weight management. Maintaining a healthy weight is important for managing hypertension. Encourage your loved one to eat healthy and exercise to keep their weight in a good range. 105. Tip 13. Limit their salt intake. Too much salt can raise blood pressure. Help your loved one by choosing foods that are low in salt and avoiding adding extra salt to meals. 106. Tip 14. Be patient and encouraging. managing hypertension is a long-term effort. Be patient and encourage your loved one to stick with their healthy habits and treatment plan. Think of it like growing a plant. It takes time, care, and patience for the plant to grow strong and healthy. The same goes for managing hypertension. Outline 10. The financial impact hypertension has on patients. Now let's discuss the financial impact that hypertension can have on patients. 107. Note 1. People with hypertension often need to take medication every day for the rest of their lives. These medicines can be expensive, especially if a person needs more than one type. Imagine buying a loaf of bread every day for years. Over time, the cost adds up. Similarly, buying hypertension medication regularly can become a big expense. 108. Note 2. To manage hypertension, regular visits to the doctor are necessary. These checkups help ensure that the blood pressure is under control and the medications are working. Think of a car that needs regular servicing to keep it running well. Just like you need to spend money on servicing, regular doctor visits also require money. 109. Note 3. Sometimes, patients with hypertension need to undergo tests to monitor their condition, like blood tests or heart scans. These tests can be expensive. Imagine having to fix something in your house and needing to pay a specialist to check what's wrong. Diagnostic tests are like that. They help find out how serious the problem is but cost money. 110. Note 4. Hypertension can lead to income loss. Hypertension can sometimes make people too sick to work, especially if it leads to complications like heart disease. Missing work means losing money. 111. Note 5. If hypertension is not well controlled, it can lead to emergencies like a heart attack or stroke. Emergency hospital visits and stays can be very costly. Imagine a sudden car breakdown that needs immediate fixing. It's unexpected and costs a lot. Similarly, emergency hospital visits for hypertension are unplanned and can be expensive. 112. Note 6. Hypertension can lead to kidney failure or heart disease. If hypertension is not managed well, it can lead to other serious health problems like kidney failure or heart disease. Treating these conditions can be very expensive. 113. Note 7. Hypertension strains the family finances. The cost of managing hypertension can strain the entire family's finances, especially if the person with hypertension is the primary earner. Think of a family where one person loses their job and everyone has to adjust their spending. Similarly, if a person with hypertension faces high medical bills, it can affect the whole family's budget. 114. Note 8. Uncontrolled hypertension can lead to other health problems that might require surgery or long-term care, which can be very costly. Imagine a small crack in a wall that's not repaired. Over time, the crack grows, and eventually the entire wall needs to be rebuilt, which is much more expensive than fixing it early. Hypertension is similar. If not controlled, it can lead to very expensive health issues. Outline 11. Final key. Finally, for those living with hypertension, it can be challenging to manage the stress and uncertainty that comes with it. Putting your trust in God and praying can bring comfort and peace, easing the mind and heart. Prayer helps to release worries, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. By trusting in God, you can find strength and hope, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. God is the ultimate healer. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing health facts. Please write in the comment section what you found most amazing about this video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.
Join the crew, share the knowledge, learn what's new. Keep facts on health coming through. It's all here just for you. Every click helps us grow. Share the love, let us show. Teach the world what we know in the channel's ebb and flow. Like, share, subscribe today. Make the world a better way. Healthier lives we can make. Clinic of 100 facts. Hey, 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 hey. Press that like, turn it blue. Share with friends, make it true. Every sub brings us to you. Facts on health we pursue. Every click helps us grow. Share the love, let it show. Teach the world what we know in the channel's ebb and flow. Like, share, subscribe today. Make the world a better facts, hey. Every click helps us grow. Share the love, let it show. Teach the world what we know in the channels ebb and flow. Every click helps us grow. Share the love, let it show. Teach the world what we know in the channels ebb and flow. In the channels ebb and flow. Channels ebb and flow. Press that like, turn it blue. Share with friends, make it true. Every sub brings us to you. Facts on health we pursue. Press that like, turn it blue. Share with friends, make it true. Every sub brings us to you. Facts on health we pursue. 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 Teach the world what we know in the channels ebb and flow. Like, share, subscribe today. Make the world a better way. Healthier lives we can make. Clinic of 100 facts, hey.